The Red Outliers. Setting, Mars, mid-24th century. The Red Planet, once a distant, barren dream, now hosts a mosaic of human endeavor. Mars, a partially terraformed marvel, stands as a testament to humanity's relentless pursuit of the stars. Yet, beneath its engineered atmosphere and within the shadows of its towering dust storms, lies a stark dichotomy. Dominating the landscape are the domed cities, bastions of technological prowess and symbols of Earth's extended reach. These self-contained ecosystems, governed by Earth's ironclad policies, pulse with the promise of a new world, mirroring the blue planet's civilizations in their architecture and order. Contrasting sharply with these bastions of control are the rogue societies. Sprinkled across the Martian expanse, these settlements defy the centralized authority of Earth. Born from a blend of necessity and rebellion, they are a patchwork of innovation and resilience. Here, the spirit of Mars breathes free, untamed by the bureaucratic chains that bind the domed cities. In one such dome, under the artificial sky and amidst the hum of advanced terraforming machinery, lived Ava. A young engineer, her hands once trembled with excitement at the prospect of shaping a new world. Ava's brilliance in mechanical engineering had secured her a coveted position within the terraforming team, a dream for any Earthling fascinated by the red frontier. Yet, as the cycles passed, the gleam of novelty faded, revealing a stark reality. The domes, for all their glory, were cages of conformity. Every innovation, every solution Ava proposed, met a wall of red tape and regulations. The Earth's government, fearing the unpredictable nature of a free Mars, imposed strict controls, stifling creativity and independence. Ava's disillusionment grew with each rejected project, each stifled idea. Conversations with fellow engineers, whispered in the shadows of colossal water reclamation units, painted a vivid picture of the rogue societies. These tales of freedom and innovation beyond the domes ignited a spark within her, a yearning for a life unbound. Her decision came in the quiet of the Martian night, as Earthlight illuminated her resolve. Ava would leave the dome. She would join the ranks of those daring enough to live under the open sky of Mars, to breathe the unfiltered air of freedom. The journey was perilous. Beyond the safety of the domes lay a world that was beautiful yet unforgiving. With only her skills and a rugged determination, Ava navigated the Martian wilderness. The landscape was a canvas of extremes, from towering volcanoes, silent sentinels of the planet's fiery past, to vast canyons that whispered secrets of water long gone. After days of travel, guided by coordinates shared in hushed tones among the discontented of the domes, Ava arrived. The rogue society that took her in was a marvel of human ingenuity. Homes and workshops, carved into the sides of ancient lava tubes, glowed warmly against the cold Martian dusk. Greenhouses, cobbled together from salvaged dome materials, stood as verdant oases in the red desert. Here, Ava met Kai, a native Martian, born and raised in the heart of this unyielding world. Kai, with eyes as red as the soil beneath their feet, embodied the spirit of Mars. He was a guardian of his people, skeptical of the Earthling who had ventured into their midst, but intrigued by her courage and her passion for engineering. Under Kai's guidance, Ava began her new life. She learned the ways of the rogue society, from harnessing the power of the Martian winds to recycling every precious drop of water. Her engineering skills, once constrained by the dome's bureaucracy, now flourished, contributing to the community's survival and growth. But as Ava adapted to her new home, a shadow loomed on the horizon. Commander Vega, the Earth-appointed governor of the Martian colonies, viewed the rogue societies as a threat to Earth's authority. Plans were set in motion to bring these outliers under control, by diplomacy or force. In the hearts of the Martians, a determination stirred. The Red Planet, with all its beauty and brutality, was their home. And they would fight to keep it free. In the heart of the Martian wilderness, the rogue society thrived under the radar of Earth's governing bodies. Ava, having fully integrated into Martian society alongside Kai, spearheaded innovations that propelled the community forward. Their efforts, grounded in a shared vision of autonomy and sustainable living, stood in stark contrast to the rigid control Earth sought to impose on Mars. The catalyst for conflict arrived in the form of a new directive from Earth, mandating the integration of all independent Martian settlements into the centralized governance system. Commander Vega, charged with enforcing this directive, viewed the Rogue Society as the linchpin in her operation. Her approach was methodical, a combination of diplomatic overtures and thinly veiled threats. Ava and Kai, aware of Vega's intentions, rallied the community. They organized meetings in the communal hub, a structure ingeniously built from Martian regolith and recycled composites. Here, they laid out the gravity of the situation and called for a united front. The community's response was unanimous, a resolute refusal to surrender their freedoms. The preparation phase was a testament to the society's resilience and ingenuity. Kai, leveraging his unparalleled knowledge of the Martian terrain, identified strategic locations for surveillance and defense. Ava, with her engineering prowess, devised a series of early warning systems and non-lethal defensive measures. Together, they implemented a decentralized command structure, ensuring that the community could respond swiftly to any incursion. One of their most ambitious projects was the adaptation of the greenhouse complexes into life support bunkers. These bunkers, designed to sustain the community in the event of a siege, were equipped with hydroponic farms, water recycling units, and air purification systems. Mira, the botanist who had joined their cause, played a crucial role in optimizing these spaces for maximum efficiency. The first skirmishes were minor but telling. Drone scouts, sent by Vega to map the settlement's defenses, were neutralized by electronic countermeasures developed by Ava's team. These initial encounters served as a warning, a demonstration of the society's readiness to defend itself. Despite the escalating tension, Ava sought to open a channel of communication with Vega. She transmitted a series of messages outlining the society's desire for peaceful coexistence and autonomy. Vega's responses were curt, dismissive of the notion that the Rogue Society could stand against Earth's might. In a bold move, Kai led a team on a covert operation to hijack a supply drone, reprogramming it to deliver a message directly to Vega. The drone, laden with samples of Martian crops grown in the society's greenhouses, carried a simple note, from Mars, with hope for peace. The turning point came when Vega, under pressure to quell the Rogue Society swiftly, authorized a ground assault. The night before the assault, Ava and Kai convened a council, not just of their society's leaders, but of every member. They spoke of the values that had guided their community: freedom, innovation, and the indomitable Martian spirit. Together, they devised a plan not for victory, but for survival. They would use their knowledge of the terrain, their defensive innovations, and their unity to endure the assault. Their strategy was to disperse, using the tunnels to evacuate non-combatants and engage Vega's forces in a war of attrition, avoiding direct confrontation while protecting their home. As dawn broke over Mars, the community stood ready. They were not just fighting for their settlement but for the soul of Mars itself. The Rogue Society, with its dreams of a free and flourishing Mars, faced the might of Earth, intent on bringing them under its control. As the Martian dawn broke, casting a crimson glow over the settlement, the air was thick with anticipation. The inhabitants, having prepared for this moment, stood ready to defend their home. Ava and Kai, at the helm of their community's defense, orchestrated a plan that hinged on their technological prowess and deep understanding of the Martian landscape. Commander Vega's fleet descended with the silent menace of a storm cloud. Her troops, equipped with the latest in military technology, fanned out across the barren landscape, encircling the settlement with precision and determination. Vega, confident in her superiority, issued her ultimatum once more, demanding surrender. Inside the settlement, Ava addressed her people, her voice steady and resolute. Today, we stand united, not just as a community, but as Martians. Our response to this threat will echo through the history of this planet. We choose to defend our home, our freedom, with our ingenuity and resolve. Let's show them what it means to be of Mars. As Vega's forces advanced, they found the settlement seemingly deserted. The streets were empty, the buildings silent. Unbeknownst to them, the settlers had retreated into the labyrinth of tunnels below, a network that spanned beneath the settlement like the roots of an ancient tree. From these depths, Ava and Kai coordinated their strategy. The first line of defense was a series of holographic projections, deployed throughout the settlement. These illusions, crafted by the settlement's engineers, depicted false gatherings of armed settlers, designed to mislead and divide Vega's forces. As the troops advanced, they found themselves chasing phantoms, their numbers diluted across the settlement. Beneath the surface, the settlers moved with purpose, guided by Kai's intimate knowledge of the terrain and Ava's tactical acumen. They employed non-lethal traps and diversions, leveraging the Martian environment to their advantage. Sand pits camouflaged to blend with the surrounding terrain and snared vehicles, while strategically placed mirrors created disorienting reflections under the harsh Martian sun, leading squads into confusion. The heart of Ava and Kai's plan lay in the greenhouse complex. Here, they had engineered a breakthrough in terraforming technology, a system capable of rapidly accelerating plant growth and oxygen production. This innovation was not just a tool for survival, but a statement of their right to thrive on Mars. As Vega's forces converged on the greenhouses, expecting to find the settlers' last stand, they were met instead with a spectacle of life. The greenhouses, activated remotely, blossomed into verdant explosions of green, an oasis in the red desert. Drones, controlled from the tunnels, broadcasted the transformation live across Mars and to Earth, capturing the attention of billions. Ava's voice, transmitted alongside the images, echoed a message of peace and resilience. "This is our defense," she declared. "A testament to what we can achieve on Mars, not through force, but through cooperation and innovation. We offer not a challenge, but an invitation, to build a future together." The spectacle of the greenhouse gambit, coupled with the settlers' nonviolent resistance, began to shift the narrative. Across Mars, support for the settlers swelled, their demonstration igniting a spark of rebellion against Earth's domineering control. Vega, watching the tide of public opinion turn, found herself in an untenable position. In the domed cities, citizens took to the streets in support of the rogue society, their chants for freedom and autonomy resonating through the airlocks and corridors. Even within Vega's own ranks, doubts began to surface, the soldiers questioning the morality of their mission. As the standoff reached its zenith, a critical message arrived from Earth. The governing bodies, overwhelmed by the outpouring of support for the settlers and the potential of their terraforming breakthrough, ordered an immediate ceasefire. Vega, her mission crumbling around her, had no choice but to comply. The ceasefire, however, was not the end but a beginning. Vega, her perspective forever altered by the resilience and ingenuity of the settlers, proposed a meeting. Ava and Kai, wary but hopeful, emerged from their tunnels to face their adversary, not with hostility, but with the promise of dialogue. The meeting, held amidst the verdant fields of the greenhouse complex, was a moment of reckoning. Vega, confronted with the tangible results of the settlers' efforts, acknowledged the folly of her mission. "Your defense," she admitted, "has shown us that the future of Mars lies not in dominion, but in partnership." The negotiations that followed were tense, fraught with years of mistrust and conflict. Yet, the groundwork laid by the settlers' actions, their demonstration of a sustainable and peaceful path forward, paved the way for a historic accord. The agreement, forged in the shadow of the siege, recognized the autonomy of the rogue society and established a framework for cooperation between Earth and Mars. The settlers, once outcasts, were now pioneers of a new era, their greenhouse technology serving as a cornerstone of Mars' terraforming efforts. As news of the agreement spread, Mars, a planet divided by domes and deserts, found a common cause. The siege, a potential catastrophe, had birthed a movement, uniting the inhabitants of Mars in a shared vision for the future. In the aftermath, as the dust settled and life began to return to normal, Ava and Kai stood at the edge of their settlement, looking out over the Martian horizon. The planet, with its endless deserts and towering mountains, no longer felt like a hostile wilderness, but a home, brimming with potential. "We've shown that Mars can be more than a colony," Ava mused, her eyes reflecting the red glow of the setting sun. "It can be a community, diverse yet united, bound not by control, but by a shared dream." Kai, his gaze fixed on the stars emerging in the twilight sky, nodded. "This is just the beginning," he said. "The future of Mars is unwritten, and it's up to us, all of us, to pen its story. The siege had ended, but the journey of the rogue society and the planet they called home was just beginning. Mars, once a battlefield, was now a beacon of hope, a testament to the power of unity and the unyielding spirit of those who dared to dream of a better world. In the wake of the historic ceasefire, the Martian settlement, once a fortress of solitude and defiance, buzzed with a new energy. The agreement had been signed, and with it, a new chapter for Mars had begun. Ava, Kai, and Commander Vega, once adversaries, now architects of peace, faced the daunting task of uniting two vastly different cultures. The first order of business was the integration of Earth's forces into the daily life of the settlement. The soldiers, trained for combat and not for the nuances of Martian gardening or sandstorm etiquette, found themselves in a world alien to their training. One particularly humorous incident involved a group of Earth soldiers attempting to assist in the greenhouse. Their mission, to transplant delicate Martian ferns. The result, an impromptu mud fight, with more soil ending up on the soldiers than in the pots. Ava, witnessing the chaos, couldn't help but laugh, a sound that hadn't filled the air for months. Maybe we start with something less mobile, she suggested, handing them a watering can. Commander Vega, in her earnest attempt to embrace Martian culture, decided to host a traditional Earth-style barbecue as a gesture of goodwill. The menu, synthesized beef patties, a rare delicacy on Mars. The problem, she forgot to account for Mars' lower atmospheric pressure. The barbecue quickly turned into a flamethrower spectacle, with Vega at the helm, frantically trying to save the patties from becoming charcoal. The Martians, amused and slightly terrified, watched as Earth's finest demonstrated the art of firefighting cuisine. Kai, ever the diplomat, offered a saving grace, how about we just call it smoked beef? As the negotiations continued, both sides faced the challenge of bridging not only political divides, but linguistic ones. The Martian dialect, a blend of technical jargon and local slang, puzzled the Earth delegates. In one memorable meeting, an Earth diplomat, trying to express his support for the Martians' terraforming efforts, accidentally complimented Kai on his stellar potato farming techniques. Kai, bemused, thanked him, promising to share the secrets of Martian potato mastery in due time. The sharing of technology, a cornerstone of the agreement, led to its fair share of humorous misunderstandings. Earth engineers, accustomed to the reliability of Earth's gravity, struggled with the Martian habit of gravity-proofing everything. Laptops that floated away mid-conversation and tools that drifted out of reach became common sights. Ava instituted a Mars orientation course for all Earth arrivals, complete with lessons on tethering oneself to avoid unexpected spacewalks during sandstorms. Cultural exchange programs were established to foster understanding and unity. One such exchange involved Earth soldiers teaching Martian children the intricacies of soccer. The children, adapting quickly to the low gravity, invented a new version of the game that involved bouncing over their teachers to score goals. The sight of fully armored soldiers being outmaneuvered by laughing children became a symbol of the settlement's new spirit. Amid these adjustments, a new hero emerged, a robotic vacuum cleaner named Dusty. Programmed for routine cleaning, Dusty became an unwitting participant in a series of escapades, from interrupting diplomatic meetings by insistently cleaning around the delegates' feet to becoming the centerpiece of a Martian art installation. Dusty's unwavering commitment to cleanliness in the face of Martian dust became a running joke, symbolizing the unexpected challenges and joys of life on Mars. As the days passed, the settlement found its rhythm, a harmonious blend of Martian resilience and Earth's ambition. The humorous missteps and shared challenges brought the communities closer, transforming former foes into unlikely allies. Ava and Kai, reflecting on the journey, realized that the path to unity was not through grand gestures but through the small moments of understanding and laughter. The Martian settlement, once a beacon of defiance, had become a symbol of hope, a testament to the power of cooperation and the enduring human spirit. Commander Vega, her perspective forever changed, found a new purpose in fostering the partnership between Earth and Mars. The barbecue incident, now a beloved anecdote, served as a reminder of the importance of humility and the value of a good sense of humor. As Mars continued to terraform, the settlement thrived, a vibrant community bound by shared experiences and a common vision. The agreement, once a fragile promise, had become the foundation of a new society, one where Earth and Mars, humanity's past and future, could coexist and prosper. The challenges of living on Mars remained, but the settlers faced them with a newfound optimism, united by their shared journey and the laughter that had seen them through the darkest times. Mars, with its red sands and towering mountains, was no longer just a planet to be conquered but a home to be cherished, a place where humanity could learn, grow, and, most importantly, laugh together. As the Martian sun dipped below the horizon, casting a blend of shadows and light across the settlement, the community gathered to celebrate the anniversary of the agreement. It was a moment of reflection, a testament to how far they had come, and a beacon for the journey ahead. Ava stood beside Kai and Commander Vega, overlooking the crowd. Their partnership had become the cornerstone of a new Mars, a symbol of what unity could achieve. The year had seen remarkable changes. The integration of Earth's technology with Martian ingenuity had accelerated the terraforming process, creating pockets of Earth-like environments across the planet. These life zones became hubs of collaboration, where Earthlings and Martians worked side by side, learning from each other, and building a shared future. Dusty, the robotic vacuum-turned-Martian hero, now led a fleet of cleaning bots, affectionately known as Dusty's Rangers. Their comedic escapades continued to provide laughter and light-heartedness, reminding everyone of the joy found in the unexpected. The cultural exchanges had blossomed into a vibrant fusion of Earth and Martian traditions. The annual Soccer in the Sky tournament, where gravity-defying maneuvers delighted spectators, had become a highlight of the Martian calendar, symbolizing the unity and competitive spirit of the community. On this day of celebration, Ava announced the next ambitious phase of their journey, the expansion project. "We've proven that together, we can achieve the impossible," she declared, her eyes alight with the vision of the future. "Now, it's time to broaden our horizons. The expansion project will extend our life zones, creating new settlements across Mars, each a beacon of our shared commitment to this planet and to each other." The crowd erupted in cheers, the excitement palpable. The project was not just an expansion of territory, but an expansion of their dreams, a step closer to transforming Mars into a world where humanity could flourish. As night fell, the celebration continued, but Ava found herself drawn to the edge of the settlement, gazing out into the darkness. The stars, countless and unblinking, whispered of unexplored mysteries and adventures yet to come. Mars, with all its challenges and promises, was their home, but the universe was vast, and the spirit of exploration that had brought them here was restless. Beside her, Kai joined in contemplation. "Mars is just the beginning," he said, echoing her thoughts. "There are worlds beyond ours, waiting to be discovered. What we've achieved here can be the blueprint for humanity's future among the stars." Commander Vega, now more ally than adversary, approached, her gaze also turning skyward. "Earth and Mars, working together, can venture beyond the known. The agreement has opened doors we never thought possible. It's time we consider what lies beyond Mars." In the distance, a light flickered, a signal from one of the remote monitoring stations on the edge of the terraformed zone. It was a reminder that Mars still held secrets, mysteries lurking in its valleys and beneath its ice caps. The signal, unusual and unexplained, sparked a flicker of curiosity among the trio. "This is our next adventure," Ava said, a smile spreading across her face. "Mars still has much to teach us, and perhaps it's time we listen." Kai nodded, his eyes reflecting the determination that had guided them through their darkest days. "Let's explore the unknown, uncover the secrets of Mars, and prepare for the journey beyond." Vega, inspired by the boundless potential of their united efforts, added, "Together, we'll write the next chapter of humanity's story, not just on Mars, but across the stars."